The Local Show, sponsored by Victory in Motion, home of knee repair, not knee replacement, on News Radio 570 WSYR, on 106.9 FM, and live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. The Local Show features in-depth conversation with business owners, employees, and influential business leaders throughout Central New York, exploring their successes, challenges, and reasons for doing business right here in our growing community. The Local Show is produced locally by Zoe Advertising. Now your hosts, Tom and Steve.
Back at it again. You've got The Local Show. Thanks for hanging out with Tom and Steve. We do enjoy your company and like bringing you all of the new businesses that are in and around town. One of those new businesses is, they're not new.
2010,
but
right? Yeah.
The Wild Animal Park, but they have expanded, and they're right up there in Chittenango. And people, I think that they, years ago, felt that it was just a small little traveling thing, like something you'd see at the New York State Fair.
Right, like pet the goats.
Yeah, right, yeah, that kind of thing. But now it's this huge zoo. Tell us the contrast, if you can, in between like going to a conventional zoo and this exotic type zoo.
So I would say the biggest difference between our facilities and others is that you really do get to see species at our park. It isn't like you're walking by and like, oh, that's empty. Oh, the tiger's all the way back there. I can't see it.
Yeah.
Ours, you're able to get up close and personal and really see these species interacting as they do with each other and get an appreciation for them.
The giraffe. I mean, I talked about it last time. What a hoot! I mean, he was just like pet my head, and he's leaning in, and he's pushing against me, and he just was like, bring it on. I just was amazed that I was able to get that close and touch him, and I just, look at me, I'm smiling like a fool here. It was just so much fun. But that's not just true with the giraffe. That's true with many of the animals where you can see them and really engage them.
And your people are there to, explain about the animals. You make it sound like if I were to go there, there would be somebody standing by that I could ask a question to. Is that the case, or? So
most of the time, our keepers are busy doing their keeping jobs.
Sure.
But
Okay.
in most cases, there's a lot of times where a lot of our staff, our customer service staff, I can ask them a question. They're more than happy to answer them, as well as there's a lot of times when you're around keepers and people ask our keepers questions. They are more than happy. They love to talk about their job. But there's also opportunities where you can jump right on, like the beast, for example, and the keeper teaches you about the different animals as well as our encounters. So there are a little bit of both.
So the beast goes through the safari part, which is in the beast is this. If you've seen the trams kind of at Onondaga Lake, I mean, it just there's a lot of room on this thing.
How many people can you fit?
30.
30. Oh, well, that's a lot.
It's big. And so that goes in the safari, but then the wild is the part I was hanging out with the giraffe and the lions and all the animals there. And then on the other side, around the corner, not far, is the Haven, and you've got a concert coming up over there. Is that where the concert is, or is the concert?
Yep, the concert. We're super excited for this. We're having Ashley Cook. She's a huge, up-and-coming artist right out of Nashville. It's going to be right over at the Haven. We have a whole brand new, gorgeous event center. So that's going to be our first huge event for the Haven Event Center, as well as, our Tiger Bungalows. That's been doing really well.
So when you say it's an event center, I think of the stage as being outdoors. Is that an outdoor stage, like an amphitheater?
Yep, it's an outdoor stage.
Okay.
You'll get a good look of our African savanna that's going to be out over there. So they have gorgeous, sunset backdrop on that side of the park. So we're excited for it.
And is that the area where there's lodging where you can spend the night? Is that?
It's right on the same property. So we do have lodging right now. We're able to sleep alongside tigers and lions. It's a super great personal experience you can have. So we have 4 on each side for lions and tigers, and then we're going to also be having African savanna tents where you're going to be able to stay overlooking giraffes, kudu, zebra, things like that. So.
Oh my goodness.
When you say tents, are they secure enough that the animals can't get in? And
yes.
Okay.
Yeah. These are these like gorgeous like African like glamping style tents. So they're behind a fence, but they're still being able to overlook it, have all those amenities and everything like that.
Yeah, I just want to make sure there was a safety factor.
You think they look and go, that guy with the good voice would make a nice snack.
Oh, good golly.
And then teachers, or do you have a teacher day coming up or something?
Yeah, so a huge part about the Wild too is we do a ton of events, and we really do want to show appreciation for all the sorts of people, walks of life. So we have a Teacher Appreciation Day that's coming up July 15th. Teachers get in free with their ID. So, get over all that whole busy school week and everything and come out. And then we also have our little Tiger National Day. So this is a great day where we celebrate all of our tigers. We have so many across all 3 parks. So this
How many
is a great
big
day.
cats do you have?
So in total or species?
Sure, go ahead.
The species, our biggest draw is we actually do have all 7 big cat species. So not a lot of parks can say that. So we're super proud of that.
What are those species? I don't know. I didn't know.
All 7?
Yeah.
We got tigers, lions, we got the snow leopards, we got the African leopards, we got our cougars or mountain lions, as you say. The cloudeds technically aren't counted as a big cat.
What did you just call them?
The clouded leopards.
Oh,
They're
clouded
actually not
leopards,
a big
okay.
cat in that number, but they are. We do have those. And then we also, of course, have our cheetahs. So all of them.
Lori that works here has a big cat, but it's probably not the same. Probably doesn't qualify.
Descendants.
So we just talked about the amphitheater where that concert's going to be, Ashley Cook, but then you talked about a convention center as well. So that's different. So the convention center, is that on the same property or?
So
that's a building?
The Haven is like a multi-use facility. So we
Okay.
have our bungalows, which are the tigers and lions. We have the little concert event center area. And then we also have the true building, the Haven, which is a wedding center where people can get married right alongside giraffes. Companies can have their parties, things like that,
Right.
as well as the tents. So,
And that's brand new.
brand new.
Right.
I was out there again a few weeks ago, and they're like building, and there's construction people. It's all very exciting and fun.
So that's going to have, that's like a banquet facility that's going to have, a kitchen and then, of course, a banquet area where people can dance and dance floor and all that, right?
Yep, full service kitchen.
Full service, yeah.
So we're really, cruise-esque vibe, keep everyone right with everything they need in our property. So we're really hoping to see, how people choose to use our space and interact with these animals, intertying intimate moments and huge events, life events with animals.
So this is, to me, it's just overwhelming and exciting. I just love animals. Animals are by and large nicer than people,
Yeah,
especially
sometimes.
dogs. So Jada, there's nothing on your list, and you can just go hang out with an animal. Which one are you hanging out with? What do you gravitate towards?
I love our capybaras.
What is it?
Capybaras.
Explain what that is.
They are the largest rodent in the world. They're
rodent?
super sweet. Yep. They don't have tails. They're, nice, soft, and fuzzy.
Really?
Not as fuzzy.
So it look like a
but-
possum, or what's this thing look like?
They look like a large dog / pig / rodent mix, and that's the best way to put it. But they're right in the park. You're able to go right in and meet them during encounter. They love their scratches. They puff up when they're happy.
Oh,
they love
really?
their snacks. Yeah, they're super sweet.
So YouTube listeners will see her beaming because she's not making this up. You really like that.
Yeah, I love them. I've been working with them since they're little. They have such great personalities.
Where are they native to?
These guys are from South America, so right in the Amazon River Basin. These guys love to spend time in water, so they're really great swimmers. They have web feet.
So they're rodents of unusual size,
Yes.
some might say. That
Yep.
might quote The Princess Bride. So to explain the encounters, because that's a separate thing, sort of, kind of, isn't it?
Yep. So encounters are an opportunity for you to go inside and actually interact with our species. So we have 5 encounters during the summer. It's our penguin, our rhino, sloth, otter, and capybara, where you're able to learn about the species and interact.
Wait, I get to hang out with an otter?
Yes. Yep. You can hang out with an
Nice.
otter.
To me, they're just like crazy, exciting fun.
You don't
They're
have
like
any.
perpetually toddlers.
You don't have a platypus up there, do you?
We do not.
Would you ever want one?
Maybe down the road.
As soon as they get an aardvark, Tom. With a platypus. So
And
if
a
you
platypus.
haven't been there, oh my gosh. If you're a kid, get there. If you have kids, get there. If you act like a kid like Tom,
Yeah.
go there. What fun and what the close-up experience. The Wild Animal Park out in Chittenango, thewildpark.com. How exciting.